Hi guys, today I was requested, and I think it's a great idea to do a video for the underdog or the black sheep of the family, okay? So I want you to know that it doesn't matter what they think of you, and I know it's hard. In some ways, on halves, some family members I'm kind of feeling like that myself, or like, or just in general with old friends. So I understand. I totally understand. I really do. So I wanted to give you some positive affirmations and some relaxation. Okay. So let's talk about why it's hard to be the underdog or the black sheep of the family. Being the underdog means that everything is harder for you. I think, it's harder for you to basically succeed in life. And while you sit and you watch other people have an easy time, but we can't hate or be jealous of those people, because sometimes what makes us, as much as we don't like to say it, sometimes it builds our character. Sometimes maybe it's our soul growing. We need to grow. Who knows? But I am on your side 100%. Okay? I'm on your side. I am on your side. Your side, okay? I want to keep this very calm and gentle. Okay? When you're the underdog, you face a lot more. You're underestimated. You face a lot of scrutiny. And sometimes people who are the underdogs live something in psychology that is called a self-fulfilling prophecy. When you're told enough that you can't do something or you're not good enough, sometimes, and that goes for the black sheep too, sometimes you really start to believe it, and because you believe it, it becomes true. Self-fulfilling prophecy is basically that. So, you have to be the one to believe in yourself. Even if you feel like you've never had the chance, you gotta keep pushing through. Just keep pushing through. Because ultimately, nobody lives your life but you, okay? Nobody lives your life but you. And no matter how hard it is, you being the underdog, you can succeed. There are so many underdogs in history. Like people who came from nothing to becoming something. And it's just a long, hard road sometimes. But if you believe in yourself and you never give up, I've seen a lot of people succeed that no one said that they would succeed. Okay? So you can do it. It may be harder for you, but there's more satisfaction when you've had a hard time, when you were underestimated, and you proved them wrong. But just remember, it's not about proving them wrong, okay? It's not about proving them wrong. It's about proving to yourself that you're capable of doing what you put your mind to. Okay? Proving to yourself what you put your mind to. Okay? So can do anything you want. Now, let's talk about the black sheep of the family. In some ways, what I'm going through now, I'm like the black sheep of the family, and I always felt like I was kind of, in some ways, put on the back burner to other people, but not everyone. So, if any of my family is watching this, I'm not talking about everyone. It's just what, some families do, and it is what it is. I'm fine with it, but for anybody who is struggling with it, that feeling of not being loved the same, being compared to someone else constantly, being taken advantage of by your family members, working hard and nobody recognizes your accomplishments. Those things are all very painful for the underdog too. Maybe nobody recognizes what their accomplishments are until they really succeed. But I can tell you this, no matter what you succeed, you may not ever impress the people who consider you the underdog or the black sheep of the family. Okay? So, basically, I've accomplished a lot of things in my life. And some of the people I love the most, never really gave me recognition for it. But over time, as I got older, I asked myself, I'm like, why did I really do what I did? I mean, I should have done things that I thought I wanted to do. And so should you. You should do what you think you want to do. And the only one that can stop you is you. If you let them get in your head, that's when you lose. That's when they win. Sometimes they don't do it on purpose. Sometimes they were the underdog or the black sheep, and all they know how to do is project it onto you. Okay? Sometimes, everyone else gets help and then you don't. And this is just a general about being an underdog or the black sheep. So, we understand this now. It can be very hard, but you can do anything in this life. Don't listen to anyone that doesn't want you to succeed or support you. Even if you fail, if it's meant to be, there was a saying, and if anybody knows the quote, please comment it. There was a saying that you could fail. Failure is just one step to winning. So basically, you could fail 1,000 times, but there could be that one time that you finally succeed. Okay. Maybe you changed what you went for in school. Maybe you didn't go to school, but you're still successful. Maybe you decided to have a family instead of, going to school. Maybe you decided not to go to school and to start your own car business, kind of like in Cobra Kai. I watched the show Cobra Kai. I actually watched all of it. I was very big into karate when I was in my early 20s, and my best friend, one of them, I have a lot of best friends, but I value all of them. Growing up she did taekwondo, and she would let me, learn from her, but I took the classes when I was older. So I really like Karate Kid, all of them. My favorite is the one with, I believe, Jaden Smith and Jackie Chan. But they wouldn't exist without Danielson. And also, what's her name? Hilary Swank and Mr. Miyagi. So, but they were underdogs. And Hilary Swank's character was more so of a black sheep. She felt like she was a black sheep. So, relevant. And they succeeded. Even if you lose, that doesn't mean you lost. You learn lessons, stuff like that. But so that's one example of that. And then there is the fact that we really do control our own destiny. And if we do things because they say it's right, like go to college, but we don't feel it's right for us, then you get stuck with a bunch of debt. Guilty. But I don't blame them because I learned a lot. People always said back in my day, go to college. Trades are underrated. CNC, trucking, after my degrees. Some of them make way more. Construction. And sometimes it's not about how much you make. It's about loving what you do. And I don't think I would have loved what I went to school for. Would have been nice if that was really what I was made for, but I was stubborn and I knew that it wasn't for me and I just had to finish. So, to the underdogs, to black sheep, you have your own uniqueness to you. You have your own uniqueness to you. And that uniqueness is basically you have characteristics that set you apart from everybody. I mean, think about it. If we were all the same, it'd be boring. Right? It'd be pretty boring. Who likes boring? I seen someone in high school that was a pothead. And I'm guilty. I thought, this man doesn't work. He doesn't do anything. He was a friend, and just recently, he moved to Colorado a few years ago, because I kind of keep in touch with some of my high school friends, like just watching their lives on Facebook, and they do the same to me. And he moved to Colorado, and now he's like really rich. So I was wrong. But I'm happy for him, and I've learned my lesson about, underestimating people like that. I've seen people who have gotten in a lot of trouble, had drug addictions, went to jail or prison, came out, cleaned up their life, got jobs and they're good on the straight and narrow, and sometimes those are lessons we live. And if that you're one of those, black sheep or underdogs because you messed up, maybe you got depressed and maybe something happened that just made you spiral. Maybe you had alcoholism, or you did some hardcore drugs, or maybe it wasn't even hardcore drugs, but your family thought it was, pretty bad. A little bit hard on you about it. Doesn't necessarily mean that you can't fix your life. You can't be on the straight and narrow. And when you do, if nobody gives you credit for it, you just live your life. You live your life for what's best for you. Getting your credit good. If you want to travel the world, travel the world. If you want to travel the country, travel the country. If you want to get a house, get a house. If you want to start a family, start a family. If you have a bucket list, do your bucket list. Nobody has to approve. It's your life. You don't want to live it miserable, okay? You want to live it happily. So tune them out, and if you are surrounded by them, get yourself out. Do what you gotta do. Put up with the blows, but think in your mind, I will be out of here. If I work hard, I will be out of here. Okay? Even if it seems impossible, it's possible. It's possible. And I believe in you. I believe in you. I truly do. So, you are amazing. Maybe they see it and there's something jealous inside of them. Maybe they have actually seen you persevere and they see that they can put you down. And if they see that, it puts you down and it gets you down, then they take advantage of it. So maybe they're jealous. Maybe they aren't happy with what they thought life was supposed to be. Or maybe they aren't happy with what their life became. Or became. You gotta recognize sometimes the hurt in other people, and then you realize why they hurt you. Flip the script, start feeling bad for them. Don't be vengeful. Just do what you do. And do it well. Okay? Release their comments, their scrutiny. It no longer serves you. Release, let's say it. I release their scrutiny. It no longer serves me. I release their scrutiny. It no longer serves me. I release their scrutiny. It no longer serves me. A lot of successful people didn't go to school. A lot of them did. A lot of them changed their careers, like they say on average, I think it's 5 times when a kid starts college. If you're feeling bad about college, just think about this. I don't know how anyone expects, unless if they know in their mind and they're sure I don't know how anyone expects every single young person to know what they want to do and go for out of college, and that is why they end up spending money and taking out student loans to pay for things that they're not sure what they want to do. Sometimes you have to do what some family may be like, well, if you take a break, you're never gonna go back. No, sometimes if you take a break and you take it seriously, you can figure out more about yourself. Sometimes if you go do something like travel the country first, you can actually figure out what you want to do. You can try out different hobbies, different things. You can take, other classes and just figure out what you want to do. The underdog is the one that succeeds beyond all odds, and the black sheep is the one that stands out. So that means you're special. You're special. Both of you are special. You're special. And you keep succeeding even when you fail. Remember, failure is only when you give up, when you say you can't. Because you could do it 5 times and succeed on 6. You could do it 10 times and succeed on 11. You just don't know if it's what you really want. Of course. You are special. You are unique. You are different. And because of your experiences, you may have the ability to see things differently. There's nothing wrong with that. If you want children at a young age, that's up to you. Best to be prepared though, coming from a mother. But you can't always prepare for everything, honestly. Yeah. And then, if you want to be a business owner, get your credit good, start your own business, you can do that too. Okay. You can do that too. Alright. And everything is going to be alright. You're unique. You're special. Don't let anyone take away your shine. Figure out your shine. What's different can be beautiful. What's different can be beautiful. What's different can be beautiful. What's different is sometimes something people can't handle what they don't understand. Like I said, some people are jealous or resentful. Because if you succeed despite all odds, they might not have anybody to pick on anymore, or they'll find a reason, hold it against you, and they'll continue being who they are, and that's why you just have to release it. Release their words. It no longer serves you. Wish them best for their highest and greatest good and your own. Okay? You keep being you. You keep being you. Because you are wonderful, you're beautiful, you're special, you're unique, you are capable, and you know it. Deep down, you know it. With all that criticism, you take that and you light a fire in your soul, and you do what? You prove them wrong, you prove yourself right. Prove yourself right. Okay, prove yourself right. Prove yourself right. Prove yourself right. You are what matters. Messy hair, I'm sorry. Prove yourself right. You got this. You got this. You do anything you put your mind to, okay? You are special. You are unique. You're worthy. You're beautiful. You're a beautiful soul. You deserve good